Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. There's been rumors circulating on social media that the structures or the GNU in KZN has collapsed, and that ANC is now gonna work with MK. And the first time I heard this was on my TikTok. Yeah, on my TikTok, people were asking me, "Did you hear? Did you hear?" And I was like, "Ish, I have not heard any confirmation. I have not heard any proper confirmation that this is real. I've seen it on Twitter, but I'm just waiting for proper confirmation." And a part of me was also asking questions, Uguti. I wonder if this would be a good move in terms of, because there's a lot of things that don't work in KZN, and whenever they don't work, they're blamed on ANC, But now it's gonna be such a challenge for MK to take charge, yeah, one. And if anything goes wrong, now everything is gonna be asked on them. So my worry was, if it's true, the rumors are true, that MK is gonna work with ANC and KZN, are they ready to govern? Are they ready to show up? Because remember, they're still a new party. They're still building their structures. So my worry was, are they ready? If they get this responsibility, are they gonna be able to deliver? All right. And then, yeah. And then I saw a poster on Twitter of ANC officials that will be speaking in KZN. I think it's on the 4th, it's on Monday. And I saw a lot of people retweeting that post. Ukuthi, like Umkhunu is gonna be the premier of KZN for MK. Hey, there was a lot of rumors, man. So I'm glad that today MK released a letter, Ukubon, and they are distancing themselves. They said that urgent notice regarding the social media alerts. So it says, to all erstwhile regional interim committees, there are stories circulating both in electronic and print media. Yes, this is so true. And then also the newspapers as well. They were saying that MK is going to work with ANC. And once the media starts such propaganda, there's usually something somewhere that's happening. Ukuban, there's usually so that's why I was like, what's happening? Like, the MK is quiet. Yeah, well, because even the news outlets are pushing this propaganda. So it says that there are stories circulating both electronic and print media suggesting a coalition between the MK party and the African National Congress aimed at changing the political status quo in KwaZulu Natal. And KwaZulu-Natal legislator, and implying that MK Party and the African National Congress will form a coalition government in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. MK Party leadership in KwaZulu-Natal advises that MK Party members should be skeptical of the news affecting the MK Party that are not communicated via the official communication channels of the MK Party. The former regional interim coordinators are hereby requested to amplify this message by advising our members not to fall into the political traps. If there are important decisions to be announced, the MK Party National High Command will issue such statements or delegate that responsibility to the MK Party convener and the provincial working team. I don't know why they also waited so long to come out. This rumor has been circulating for a while, and a lot of MK members were excited. Ukuthi, yeah, MK is our partner. This is our time. Wara 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 wara. So I'm glad that finally they've come out and they've distanced themselves. And I also think they've come to distance themselves because this rumor is not ending, especially after ANC has released that poster saying Guguti the Monday they will be in KZN. So the rumors were just not ending. So I'm glad that MK has come out and they've distanced themselves from these rumors, because Honestly, now my worry is, would this be a good move for the MK? Like, would this? I mean, if it happens, because as I said, where there's smoke, there's always fire. Especially in the politics, we sleep, there's something else. We wake up, there's something else. So if it happens that in the next few months, the government collapses, in KZN, do you think it would be a good idea for MK to take over and govern with the ANC? That's my question, because now I was like, are they ready? When I heard these rumors, I was like, oh my God, are they ready? Yeah, well, so please leave your comment in the comment section to tell me if would it be a good idea for MK to take over if it happens that the government collapses of the DA and the IFP in ANC and KZN. Another thing that I quickly want to touch on, this is going to be such a short video. Another thing that I want to quickly touch on is because is on Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma has appealed for the ANC, has appealed for him being expelled in the ANC. Now I challenged my MK people in on my TikTok yesterday. Yeah. So I asked them a question, and a lot of people answered different answers. Now I'm gonna pose this question here, and I want you guys to answer it for me. Let's say ANC decides to give Jacob Zuma back his membership, and they've expelled him, and he's appealing again, and clearly this will never come into an end until maybe Jacob Zuma gets what he wants. Now my question is, let's say it happens that the ANC grants Jacob Zuma his membership, and they say to him, okay, fine, we are giving you back the membership of the ANC. However, the membership of the ANC does not allow you to have a dual membership. So you can't have a membership of the ANC and the MK. Now, the terms for you to get your ANC membership back, you need to drop the MK membership. Clearly, Jacob Zuma wants to be the member of the ANC. He wants his membership back. It's very important to him. I don't even think it's about politics. I think it's more about identity. He really wants his membership back. It's deeper. I feel like it's deeper for him. Fine. Now he gets to a point where he has to choose either his membership for the ANC or the MK party. I believe with all my heart that he would definitely choose his membership for the ANC. Worst case scenario, or can your best case scenario, he chooses his membership for the ANC. What is the MK going to do? Are they all going to follow Jacob Zuma to the ANC? Or are they going to merge the ANC with MK? Or are they going to be a faction, or like most what's this parties, the Communist Party, most they are different. There are different sections, bona, but they vote or they work with the ANC. So will the MK do that? Will it be a faction of the ANC? And are the MK members ready for that? Because I feel like also when we talk about this dual membership, we take it very light. Or will they say that if Jacob Zuma decides to go to the ANC, then it's fine, he can go alone? Bona, they will continue separately as the MK party, and they will continue contesting power. What will happen if ANC gets to a point where they forgive? Oh, sorry guys. If ANC gets to a point where they forgive Jacob Zuma and they ask him to come back, will they be an MK? That's what I asked from my MK people. Will they be an MK? So please leave an answer for me in the comment section for that question as well. A lot of the MK people that I have on my TikTok answered, and they gave different answers, and they started even fighting because they were not agreeing with each other's answers. So please leave your answers in the comment section for me. And then lastly, just a quick thing that I want to touch on. It's not even important. John Steenhuisen is going back to school. Apparently is gonna be studying in UNISA. We are proud of him. He must study something. Doesn't matter what it is. He must study something. Yeah, but it's good. It's good as well. So that Nayas or Chayago Gezel. Yeah, but and they need to. I feel like they need to feel the heat as well. The same effort. Abayibeka kwabanye abantu. Like the same criticism they give out to other people, it's the same criticism now what they get. So it's good. It's good. He must go back to school. It's good that when he's criticized, he gets to a point where he's like, you know what? I'm tired of being criticized. Let me set it a good example. Let me go back and study. So, you know what? Big ups to John Steenhuisen. Big ups to the EFF for holding him accountable. Because now it's the same thing that they do. They will hold the EFF accountable. So big ups to the EFF for holding John Steenhuisen accountable as a minister. You know, you cannot have bare minimum as a minister. You can't. So big ups to him. We wish him all the best. 3 years goes by very fast, especially if it's a diploma. He will be done before he even knows. And then last thing that I want to touch on, I've invested so much of my time on this. I'm so exhausted by it. By the EFF expelling Mphahlele, their student command member, who threatened Julius Malema and said that you think you are untouchable. We're gonna show you that you are not untouchable. A lot of people have inboxed me regarding this, asking me, "Gucci, do you think the EFF has done a good thing?" Wara. You know what, guys? Let's say what happened with those posts was an error. Let's say it was me. I'll put myself in the shoes of Mphahlele. Mphahlele has swore at Julius Malema and threatened him. Fine. There was no need for Mphahlele to go to news outlets. There was no need for him to go to podcasts and talk about the EFF. Yeah, but there was no need. Yeah, understand? Now he's continuing talking about the EFF. So ukubana I feel like even if ebeshiwe lilwimi, he spoke out of turn by accident. If it was someone else would have apologized. He said he would never apologize. So it's unfair for you guys to expect the EFF not to act or react. Of course the EFF must defend. They're gonna act. And I don't care if Mphahlele said that thing that he said to a pastor, to a father. Even if when someone said that thing to me, I'm not important, man. If someone threatened me and said to me, you think you are untouchable, I would be pissed as well. If somebody said the things that Mphahlele said to me, I would be pissed. So it's unfair for you guys to expect Julius Malema not to reply, not to react. I mean, I think that's unfair. Naye as the bigger person, he could have kept quiet ke angathethi, but sethethile ngoku sokuzothiwani. Mphahlele is should apologize. He has no right to speak like that to his leader, to umuntu omdala. He has no right. So regardless, ukubona, so you know what, with all his knowledge of Marxism, Leninism, he can go and invest it elsewhere. Yeah, but unfortunately, part of being a great leader, it's you being respectful. Yeah, but and I heard him in another podcast saying that he's the younger version of Julius Malema. He is Julius Malema when Julius Malema was in the ANC radical. Okay, fine. Julius Malema was radical now, not scared of anyone. When he was expelled to Julius Malema, he did what? He went to start his own political party. So Mphahlele must do the same. Now he's expelled in his young age. He must also go start his own political party. Finish. Yeah, understand? Not Julius Malema zanga xolelwe ANC woba radical abathuke abe forceful. He was not forgiven. He was expelled. So even Mphahlele has been expelled. So he must deal with the consequences. He must deal with the consequences. That's just it. And then the last thing that I want to say just before I end this video, I wanted this to be just a small video. we are wrapping up everything that happened in politics this week. Another thing that I wanted to say is I posted this on Twitter. I feel so sad that I feel like these days we as fighters are fighting against each other now. It's so sad. It's so sad to watch, even on Twitter. I feel like the fighters that are in the EFF that have chosen that they are going to join the MK. I don't understand why they don't just jump from the EFF to the MK silently. I don't understand why they are making such a public spectacle. I feel like there's no level of respect. So Fana Mukwena, our ex-member of parliament, he posted that when MK wants to unite the black parties and the parties in the left, it is a superior logic idea. It can't be just be comprehended by anyone. And then and he said it's just like the border police of the EFF. It's superior logic. Like if you wanna go to, if you are an EFF member and you decide that you wanna go to the MK, go. Go. Don't preach to us and try to convince us ukuthi no, masambeni, this is a good idea. Go. And then when you are there and and we see this thing that you are talking about, if we are sold, we will go as well, we will buy it. But don't convince us and like so it's so sad for me. I'm experiencing the worst, where I feel like fighters have turned against each other. You know, it's such a sad moment in Galil. It's draining to that extent. I can't wait for the NPA to come and go so that we can just focus man on other things. So yeah, you know, it's so sad. It's so sad, guys. It's sad to watch. Anyway, guys, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Zizi Polupelwane. This is Simple Politics. This is a platform where we react to everything that is happening in politics. This is a platform where we simplify whatever that's happening that you might not understand. We are here for that, to simplify. We are here to make it understandable to even the normal person who might not necessarily understand the big English. So we are not always going to agree on every video, but that's the beauty of perspective. It's not for us to always agree, but it's for us to respect each other's opinion and realize that we as people, we think differently. We've got different ideas. We've got different perspectives in general. But again, it doesn't mean that you must be disrespectful. The same thing I'm saying about Mpahlele. You don't have to be disrespectful to put your point across. Put your point across respectfully and gracefully. So and shout out to the president of Botswana. Congratulations. As we all heard this week, that new president, new party taking over. You know, it's such a breath of fresh air. Young person, a Xhosa. Shout out to the Xhosa. It's a Xhosa, guys. I heard someone saying, "Oh, iBotswana ngoku izawuphathwa ngumXhosa, bavumelani." Oh, niyazithanda uchuku. And also, just wrapping up, the story of Chidima is coming back up. Okay, let me not talk about this one. I'll talk about it on my next time. Anyway, guys, the struggle continues. Aluta continua. I'll see you guys on the next video. Please leave me a comment, like, and please make sure that you subscribe. You guys don't subscribe to my channel. There's no way that I can have 8,000 subscribers and I get 20k views. 70% of you just don't want to subscribe, and you've told yourselves that you are not going to subscribe. Please subscribe for me. It's free of charge. Please. You should be ashamed that every time you are excited to come watch my videos, but you don't want to subscribe for me. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed of thyself. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. Aluta continua. The struggle continues, guys. Always.